This video is sponsored by Gwopku. If you're looking for a reliable modded GTA account for PS4, Xbox One, or PC, then this is the place to go. Their link is in the description below. So the original copy of this video got taken down. Not terribly much to my surprise, I knew she was taking an absolute fit about the video. So obviously I've made tons of videos like this in the past, like 40-minute long videos of arguments with somebody. You know, I think I've got about 400 or 500 videos on my channel now, and most of them probably contain people talking in parties, so this type of content is obviously allowed. If content like this was against YouTube's terms of service, they wouldn't allow it, and if it was illegal to upload this type of stuff, it wouldn't be allowed on YouTube either. But same as how it's totally legal to record someone in a public place, but if you do and put it on YouTube, then the person in the video can make a privacy complaint to YouTube and it'll probably get taken down. Often people in that situation would re-upload it, but with the person's face blurred out. So I've basically done the equivalent of that. Most of you'll probably notice that I blocked out her gamertag for pretty much the whole video before. So the reason I blocked out her gamertag in the video before is because I knew that she was going to start making complaints like that to YouTube about it, and I have had videos taken down in the past the same way. I mean, obviously it requires an extreme level of assault, especially in a situation where she knew I was recording, as you can hear her say multiple times in the video. You're just in denial about it. I did nothing. I just asked you a question and then that was it. You just went off.
I don't know how you have
It's all on record. It's all on record. I can get it.
Yeah,
I can
know,
go back.
Yeah. You record everything, Dempy, I know that already.
Well, I'm not recording it. I can go back and get it though. But I mean,
yeah.
Well, you're the one challenging the reality. That I'm telling you what happened.
That, like, make you look good and make me look bad, probably, and then post on YouTube. Yeah, I know what you're like. No, you've brought up. You said, "Have you calmed down from the last time? I done nothing wrong." So you're obviously looking for an argument for. No, is it for? No, I'm just asking. Are you looking for an argument for your content? Because that's clearly what you're doing. Because you can't do. No, you're just trying to start an argument with me for your content. That's all you're doing. Oh my god, I have no idea why. Are you really this fucking immature, right? That you need to come on GTA and start an argument with some random girl because this is the only way you can make content? Is that how sad your life is? And you'll probably post this as a fucking YouTube video, like, oh my god. So at multiple points throughout, she acknowledged that she knew that I was recording and continued to take part anyway. And if she actually didn't want to be in a video, she would have muted her mic or left the party. And I told her multiple times throughout the video that I was recording as well. So she definitely knew. And then willingly continued to take part for another 10, 15, 20 minutes anyway. So yeah, I have had videos taken down in the past by the person who was in the video being genuinely not wanting to be in it. I made a privacy complaint to YouTube about it and it got taken down. I've had that happen a few times in the past. But her gamertag did show briefly, just for a few seconds here and there. It wasn't in a very noticeable or obvious place. For me at least, I just didn't clock it, but a lot of people obviously did. So I've fixed that and blocked them out in there as well. So at this point, there's not a single frame in this whole video that contains her gamertag, so this could literally be anyone. So if this gets taken down, then that's complete bullshit. She's also changed her gamertag 2 times since the video was made, so even if the gamertag is showing, that's not even her gamertag anymore anyway. But yeah, I know probably most of you have already seen this already, but this is a really good video and I spent absolutely hours making it. It's fucking hilarious and it's basically like the ideal video. So obviously I do want to keep it up on my channel. But yeah, thanks for watching, or thanks for watching it again, and have a great day. So a lot of you'll probably remember this video from about a year ago. I basically went on Tinder to try and find someone to play GTA with. Now the girl that was in the video obviously at the time seemed sound enough, but she knew who I was and she knew I was going to be making a video, so she would be acting totally fine and nice anyway. So she knew the premise of what was going on. We'd been talking on Snapchat before the video took place, and she knew that I was making a video because we were talking about it before the recording took place. So she knew who I was and that I was making a video. Now, as I've established in multiple previous videos, you don't need consent to record and upload people on Xbox. I've had numerous people in the past threatening to sue me over it, but I have talked to a lawyer in the past and asked him, and he confirmed that there's no laws against recording somebody on Xbox and uploading it to YouTube. I mean, there wouldn't be. That happens all the time. Like, the amount of content that is uploaded on online games with people talking. And Xbox Live is a private service, so it's not up to the law whether that's allowed. It's up to Xbox. And in the Xbox terms of service, it clearly says that you shouldn't expect any privacy
in regard to your communications, and that people can't record you, basically. And the amount of people that upload similar content, you know, what makes my videos so funny is the raw reaction. If they knew beforehand that I was making a video and they'd given permission to be in it, then every video would be a completely staged reaction. And I've been doing YouTube for about 3 or 4 years, and if that was actually illegal, then I wouldn't have been able to do that for quite as long. So she knew exactly what the deal was. She knew that I was a YouTuber and that I was making a video. At one point during the recording, I actually did ask her if she was fine with that. Now, obviously, I knew that I didn't need consent. I was just being courteous to ask. Because, for instance, if she was really shy or something, and if she didn't want to be posted, I would have respected that and probably wouldn't have made the video to begin with. Probably would have found someone different to do it with. So I was just clarifying that she was fine with me uploading it. Now, obviously, that wasn't in the video, but I have got the footage of that here. Hope the video was worth it. He's just texted me. He's an idiot.
The video? Oh, because you think you're like
because
gonna
he
put
thinks
it on
I'm gonna,
YouTube.
which I probably will, to be fair. Are you alright being in it? You'll have recorded the part.
Anyway.
So she was totally fine with it. The video was in good spirits and it went well. And she was totally fine with it and everything was fine. And then not long after I posted it, she put something on her Instagram story about it. It was like a screenshot of the video and there was a couple of captions. She wasn't talking negatively about it. In fact, the total opposite. She was singing its praises and going on about how good it is and how funny it is and telling people go and watch it, and she put the link on it. I'm pretty sure she was like totally gassing it up and was proper loving it. So yeah, that's pretty much where things were. I'd posted the video and everything was fine. She loved it. She was all creaming herself about it. So the problems came the next day when she misinterpreted something I put on my Instagram story and thought that basically I was posting it as some underlying thing about my ex, basically. I can't really remember exactly what she was saying as it was over a year ago. But yeah, she basically just started flipping out at me over something I put on my Instagram story. She completely misinterpreted what I said, and she convinced herself it was about one of my exes, which it wasn't. I can't remember what I said in the story, but I think it was just a comment about girls in general, and she was totally convinced that she was right about that. And then even when I was telling her that she was wrong and that it wasn't about that, she just continued arguing back against me, telling me that I'm wrong and that actually it is about that, because she knows what was going through my head when I posted an Instagram story better than me, I guess. Literally arguing with someone about what was going on in their head and thinking you know that better than them. Why? What? It was just crazy. It just started a ridiculous argument that lasted like 2 hours. Obviously, I shouldn't have got involved, and if that was now, I probably wouldn't have. But I mean, I'm not going to back down and just accept that she's right. Like, only I can know what I meant by a certain set of words. And she'd only known me all of about 2 weeks anyway. But because she's a narcissistic psychology student, obviously she thinks she knows best. So this spiraled into an extremely narcissistic and toxic argument that lasted almost 2 hours, I think. I don't know why I partook in it. If it was now, I would have just blocked someone like that right at the beginning. But I was kind of stupid back then, so I just got involved. So she was a total narcissist, and basically her mindset is that she's 28, so she's older than me, and she's a psychology student. So that means she knows everything all about me, everything that's going through my brain and everything. So she just has that total narcissistic superiority complex because of that. Even though I did nothing wrong the whole time, and the facts were completely on my side. She's the one that started the argument and everything, literally. So there was this really weird narcissistic psychology to mentally ill patient dynamic throughout the whole time. And after I beat her with facts and logic, she just started bringing up my mental health and basically trying to imply that I'm just a kook and nothing I say makes any sense. It was an extremely strange and uncomfortable dynamic. She was basically just acting like a psychologist the whole time and treating me as some mentally ill subject that she's working on. She's extremely strange. And to think how this whole horrendous argument started by something so little, just from her arrogance and the narcissism from the fact that she studies psychology. I can't even remember the amount of times she brought that up, using that as a way to try and make a convincing argument. Every time we were arguing about something, she would always bring up something about the fact that she studies psychology. She mentioned that multiple times. And literally, I didn't even do anything to start the argument. I just calmly told her that that's incorrect and that it wasn't about her. And then she just started arguing back, basically telling me, yes, was about her. Okay then. Absolute mind reader then. Just because she studies studies psychology doesn't make her a psychic. Plus, it's not like she passed and got the degree. She just studies it. So what's causing your anger right now? for trying to act like a shrink. Acting like an absolute psychiatrist. The narcissism on her is mental. So this is the next again day. She obviously didn't win the argument and convinced me that something entirely different was going on in my head than what actually was. Strange, you would have thought that would be an easy argument to win. She obviously didn't take this too well, and despite being totally fine being in the video, starts directly threatening me to take it down. So I don't know what's wrong with these screenshots, but I think Snapchat messed up and it sent every message twice. So yeah, she says here my Xbox account is not public. Like, okay. If you're declining, please just let me know. She was basically threatening to, like, get a lawyer and stuff and probably get the video taken down. Even though she gave consent to be in it, not that it's needed, and she was happy to be in it. She only started along this road after the argument, so it was obviously just out of spite, because she knows that making videos is my income, it's how I make my money, and, you know, she knows that I spent ages working on that video, and she knows I'm making money off it, and she's just trying to hurt me out of spite because she lost the argument, basically. So I said, I know you don't care about being in the video. You were singing my praises when I posted it. And then she says, you have exposed my private profile on YouTube. I did not give you permission. So yeah, she kept insisting that her profile was private and that I leaked it on YouTube or whatever. Which I don't know what she's referring to. I didn't show anything in the video. You can maybe see her profile picture once or twice. But she put that on there. That's public. Everybody on Xbox can see that. Everybody can see your profile photo. And her gamer tag. That was all it was in the video. But basically every video I've ever made, you can see the person's profile photo at some point or another. And you can see their gamer tag. It's no different than any other video I've made in that way. So I'd previously said that I don't have time for this, and saying that you're just trying to get at me because you're triggered and it's not private. And then she's like, you don't have time for this? I hope you have time to go to court then, because that's where it's going. Like, literally threatening to take me to court over it. Like, what the... And then she says, please decline my ask that you remove the video, and I'll contact my lawyer today. Obviously, she knew she was just chatting shit. She knew she was never going to do anything like that. She was just trying to intimidate me and threaten me to get me to delete my hours of work. It was just a move. She was just trying to get to me and hurt me somehow. Clearly just jealous because she was convinced that I was still obsessed with this girl that I was seeing not that long previously. So she's obviously a complete psychopath. So she just kept playing that line, just moving like she's carrying out some legal proceeding or some shit. Just trying to threaten me and being toxic. So I just blocked her at this point. So then that was that. That was early May 2021. And then obviously that was that. Nothing else happened since then. So where this started up again now, I was on GTA with my mate the other night and she was in my game but under a different gamer tag. So I'd never seen this gamer tag and I didn't know who it was. I didn't know that it was her. And she started texting me. I didn't record it obviously because at the time it wasn't of any importance to anything. Yeah, so I can't really remember exactly what she was saying, but she was basically like hitting on me and kind of trying to chat me up, call me big man, and doing kisses at the end of the text. Like, she was like texting me on the phone while I was in my apartment. And yeah, she'd be doing like an X at the end, like a kiss at the end of the text, like proper flirting with me and stuff. So I replied a couple of times, but gave fuck all back. Obviously, I didn't reciprocate the X's or the flirting or anything. And then for the next hour and a bit, she was driving around with us and we were sort of playing with her a bit. And at some point, I went on her profile and saw the photo and realised who it was. And we'd sent a few messages back and forth on Xbox. So I went off at this point. I asked her what her Snapchat was because it's easier to talk on there rather than on Xbox. I knew that I wasn't really going to be on Xbox for the rest of the day, and every time I'm talking to anyone, whether it's subs or friends, it's always on Snapchat or Instagram, just because I'm not on Xbox all day. So on Snapchat, the first thing she said to me was, alright, you big psychotic horse. How's it going, sexy man? It was a bit weird, but okay. And then she started saying that she wanted to play GTA with me sometime. So obviously I remembered exactly what happened a year ago, but she was just acting like nothing happened at all, which is a classic narcissist move, just trying to act like nothing happened so you don't have to apologise and accept that you were wrong about something. So I invited her the next time I was on, which I think was the next day, and she joined the party. It was really awkward at first, she was hardly saying anything, and it was obviously an extremely awkward dynamic because of the horrific argument that happened before, and now we're just here acting like we're all fine and nothing happened and everything's good, just sat ignoring the elephant in the room. It was extremely uncomfortable. So I jokingly said something along the lines of, "So have you calmed down yet?" Something like that. My mic wasn't recording at the time because this was just a social party, there was no need for it to be. And then the minute I said that, she knew the game was up. She was just trying to act like nothing was going on, and she knew what I meant by that. She knew that I was mentioning what had previously happened, so she knew that I still remembered exactly what happened last time and obviously felt somewhat negatively towards her. So her voice immediately took an extremely harsh tone and she just started getting all lippy and snappy. I can't remember what she said exactly. It was stuff along the lines of, "Oh, why is it me that needs to calm down? I wasn't the problem, you were the problem," and just immediately starts being all toxic and argumentative. Now after I asked that one question, I didn't really say anything at all. I went pretty quiet after that and she was just going absolutely off on one. So you could just hear in her voice she was getting more and more angry. I invited one of my mates because it was starting to get quite funny and I knew you'd get a good chuckle out of it. I wasn't taking it seriously. The minute it became obvious it was just going to be a laughing spectacle, I just decided to get more in to enjoy it too. So I started my mic recording once I thought that this could possibly be a video. I wasn't planning on it at the start, but you know, it seemed to be going that way. So I'll include that audio now.
Me? I wasn't even the one that was getting excited, it was you. I'm fine. What? Before? Yeah, that was all you. No, you were the one. I'm not unreasonable as a person, right? But you were the one being a dickhead. So if someone's been a dickhead to me, I don't take shit off anyone, right? So if you're going to be a dickhead to me, then I'll be a dickhead to you. That's basically how simple it is. You don't even need like half a brain to actually understand it. That is simply how it is. It's so easy to get. But I don't have any.
Dick then, considering I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, there's no point in really telling you then if you didn't do anything wrong, is
Yeah,
there?
exactly, nothing. If I actually was in the wrong, you'd be able to clearly tell me how.
No, I wouldn't, because
Yeah.
there's no point in arguing with someone who clearly thinks they've done nothing
Why are
wrong.
you
It would be a
bringing that
waste
up
of my
then?
breath.
Well, why are you doing
I didn't bring it
that?
up, you brought
You're
it
doing
up.
exactly
You brought
that
it up.
right now. No,
But
I
you
just
brought it up,
asked
not me.
you. I just asked a question.
You
You're the
said
one
if you
that started
calmed
getting
down-
all mad.
You're the one that said, "Have you calmed down from last time?" So
Well,
you
that
brought it
pissed you
up.
off,
I
did it?
didn't even mention it.
I just
no, I
asked
didn't
a
mention it.
question. You're
Did
the
I
one that
sound pissed
started
off?
getting all... Yes, very much so.
You obviously don't know me then, because I'm not pissed off whatsoever.
Well, I can
actually
hear
don't
when
care.
someone is mad. I don't need to know you to hear it in your voice that you're mad.
Alright. Are you recording
I
this
just
conversation?
asked you a fucking question.
Are you recording this conversation?
Oh, I don't have to answer that. You're not answering anything I'm saying. I asked you how.
But you're obviously
I
just
asked you
like,
how I
if
was a
you're-
dickhead.
So
you're
you
not telling
can't
me
answer
that.
if you're recording me.
Well,
but
why don't you answer my question first, then I
Are
might
you trying to
answer
start an
your
argument
one.
with me for your content? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I just asked you a question. You're the one that escalated it.
But
I
I've
just
not
asked you a
escalated
question.
anything.
I was
You're-
so
Oh
calm.
my god. Oh my god, I can't deal with you. I really can't.
I'm
Why
not
did
even
you even
saying
invite me to
anything
the
wrong.
party if you're just going to try and argue with me though? I don't
Because I thought
understand that bit.
because I thought you wanted to play with me. I wasn't trying to argue with
Well, I
you. Like I
did.
said, I asked you a question,
That
and
is
then
why
you
I joined the
started
party, was
freaking
to
out.
play. I've not joined it. Why would I join the fucking thing to argue? I don't need to argue. Like, to join
Harry,
a party
mate,
to argue
listen
with
to
someone.
this lass. She's offering nut.
Listen, Dempy, right? Like, I have absolutely no issue with you, mate. Like, I literally have no issue whatsoever. You just invited me to a party and you invited me to the game. I came on to
Yeah.
play the game with you and you just started an argument with me
Yeah,
for no
no,
reason. Like, I
yeah,
literally
but
brought
that's
down
the
your
thing,
mentality
though.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
Why are you trying to
you
argue
got
with me all
one
the
thing
time,
wrong
though?
though, is that I didn't
Why
start
are
an
you trying to start
argument.
an argument though for a game?
I didn't.
Like,
I
don't
literally.
understand.
I literally
get
just
it.
asked her a question. I literally just asked a question.
No, you've
And
brought it
then-
up. You said, "Have you calmed down from the last time? I done nothing wrong."
Yeah, because
So you're
last
obviously
time
looking
you
for an
were
argument for-
absolutely freaking out.
Is it
No,
for,
I just
no, is
asked
it for,
if-
No, I'm just asking.
I
are
was
you
just
looking
trying
for
to
an
clear
argument
up
for
if
your
you were still
content?
carrying
Because
that
that's clearly what
grudge
you're
from
doing,
last
'cause you
time.
can't do.
You're mental.
Oh,
you
you-
need,
oh
you need
my
to stop.
God,
You're off
man.
your mental. You're off your nut.
Why would you?
Holy
Why
shit.
would you even? Oh my! Why did you ask for my Snapchat and ask to like invite me to a game just to argue
That was
with me? I
before.
don't understand.
How am I the one arguing with you though? You're
Because
the
why
one
are
that
you-
started
You're
it.
the one going on the now. I've literally just
I
joined
just
the game to
asked you
play
a
and you're literally just
question and you
arguing with me.
started
I don't know
shouting
why.
and freaking out.
I literally have no idea what your problem is, mate. Like literally.
Yeah, you're the one with the problem though. That's the thing. You're looking for.
I
it
don't.
in
But I
me,
don't
it's
have a
you.
problem though.
Well, you're the
But I
problem,
don't have
though.
a problem.
Well, why are you starting arguments
What's my
about
problem
stuff?
then?
Well, you
What's the
tell
problem?
me. Why are you shouting your head off? What is wrong with you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the fuck's wrong with you? That's what I'm trying to figure out the whole time. You tell me.
No, you're just trying to start an argument with me for content. That's all you're doing.
Not. What? Why would
But I
I
don't
be?
have
This is
anything.
all in your head, love. This is all in your
Oh my
fucking
God, I
head.
have no.
This is
I have
all
no
in your
idea
head.
why. Are you really this fucking immature? Right? You need to come on GTA and start an argument with some random girl because this is the only way you can make
I love how
content.
she
Is that how
just
sad your
keeps
life is?
blaming me for starting it. Just keeps
Yeah, but
on saying that
I
I'm
don't
the one that
understand why
started it.
you invite
I
people
didn't
to
start
parties just to
anything. I
argue with.
literally,
So
I
why did you invite me
didn't.
to the
I
party?
literally asked you a
Answer that
question in the most calm
Why did you
voice
invite me to the
ever.
party?
Because you were messaging
Right,
me
so
wanting
why
to
are we not
play
playing a
with
game
me
then? Why are you
again.
just trying to start an argument in a party? Why are we
I
not playing
wasn't
it?
trying to start an argument though. That's what I'm saying. This is all in
So
your
why are
head.
you continuing it? Why are
I'm
you still
not.
going then?
You're just asking me questions and I'm answering them, and then you're having a go at me for continuing it.
I've not even asked you a question other than
You're
why are you inviting me to a party to argue with me? That's all
You
I
just
asked.
asked me a question. What the
Yeah, I
hell is
asked
going
you
on?
the question, saying
What
why
is
have you
this
invited me
now?
to a party to argue with me?
There's
That's
someone
what I've
in
just
it.
asked you. That's the only question I've
Right.
asked. Literally.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I didn't start shit. I just asked you a question.
literally asked you a
question with a total calm voice. I wasn't trying to start an argument at all. I was just trying to figure out if you still had a grudge at me from last time because you lost your shit at me last year.
If I had a grudge, I wouldn't talk to
How am
you.
I meant
Like
to
I
know
don't
that?
have the energy to hold grudges against people.
Well, you see, is this salty about it? Look how easily you fly off the handle. I asked you a question and you started
But I'm not-
chatting away and going on mental.
I'm not salty. I'm just asking why why have you invited me to a party and why have you invited me to a game if you're just going to try and argue with me?
I've
That's
said
what I've
about a
asked you.
million times that I wasn't trying to argue with you. I asked you a fucking question.
Right, you want to play?
I asked you a question
So why are you
and you
still
started
battling
shouting.
on and on in the fucking party, going on about it then? Why not shut the fuck up and play the game with me? Why are you still going on about it? You're the one who's salty, really, not me. Fuck me. Shut the fuck up and play the game then. Jesus Christ. You're a fucking wet wipe, mate. You're a fucking absolute wet wipe.
She is off her
Honestly.
nut.
Well, I'm off
Oh
one up
my
because I don't
Fuming.
understand why you're arguing with me.
She's
Like, literally. Is that,
wet.
like, hello? Do you have any fucking brain cells?
This makes no sense.
But it
It's
does
just
make
so
sense, though.
bad. How does it?
Is there any, like, two brain cells in your fucking head that actually communicate with each other? Because I don't think there
Right,
is.
with what though? What is it you trying to say? Because you're just rambling away, triggered off your nut. You're not saying anything that's making any kind of sense.
Why would I be triggered, though?
Danny,
I don't
do you
why I
two
would be
understand what she's saying? Is this just
I've
me?
fucking no idea what
I mean, if either of
fucking
you
on about.
know, then please tell me.
But be triggered? What am I triggered by, though? I
You
don't
tell
understand what I'm
me.
triggered by.
You tell me.
Dempy, why are you asking people for their Snapchat, right? Being a fucking
What?
little simpy creep that you are, and inviting me to game, and you'll
You're
probably post this as a
mental.
fucking YouTube video, like, oh my god,
You
like,
are
look at this
actually
girl, it's
unhinged,
so
like,
crazy.
literally.
All your content is just arguing
genuinely
people. You're
is
fucking
mental.
boring, mate. You're literally boring as fuck. Like, do you not
You're
have a baby
so
by now? Like,
mental.
do you not think you've
You're
got like
honestly
other priorities
so
and fucking
mental.
arguing
You
with
need
people
to
like
sort your
GTA,
life
like
out.
a fucking little
Yeah, well,
virgin?
that's
Oh
what
my
you're
god,
doing,
get
though.
a life.
I mean, you're the one chasing after me.
Oh,
Fuck
fuck's off.
me. What the fuck? What
She was
is...
fuming.
What the hell is it? She's
What did you even
actually
do?
genuinely mental. Nothing. That's the thing. So you know last year that Tinder video I made?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
sounds
she was
familiar.
from that.
From.
Yeah, so this was like over a year ago now. And then she started. Yeah, she's like fuming away, fucking started an argument about
Having a fit.
nothing. Yeah, and then she started freaking out, saying that she's gonna get a lawyer and stuff because she didn't give consent, she didn't give me permission to put her on YouTube, even though I don't need
Wasn't
it.
that the whole point of the video, though?
I know, yeah, I told her that at the beginning, like that was the premise, like
Yeah.
trying to like hit on me basically, it seemed like.
What, was this through GTA?
Yeah,
Through
so
GTA,
doing
yeah.
like X's, fucking mad, she's crazy.
No, I don't get that. She goes from
crazy.
enjoying being in the video, putting on a story and whatnot.
And then
to
the
then
minute we
arguing
have an
about it.
argument, and then she fucking
Yeah.
hates it, then I didn't give consent to be in it, I'm gonna get a lawyer and sue you to get it taken down. Crazy fucking
she's full of
mental
shit.
bitch. Crackhead, she's off her nut insane. Like, it's actually kind of scary how mental she is, the way she carries on. Disturbing.
She seemed alright in
And
video
she's-
from what I remember, and then she just switches
Oh,
up
it's
like
just
that.
an act. No, it's all just an
Yeah.
act. And now she's inviting me to a party.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fuck me, and she's messaging me on Snapchat. Clearly still immature as fuck. But you have, like, all she was saying in the party as well is just about me starting arguments. Oh, is this all you do? Is just invite girls and start arguments with them? Like, what? Because it's such a fit last time. Yeah, I said that in the party. Like, as a bit of a joke, I was like, "Have you calmed down then?" from last time, and then and that was literally it. That was all I said, and she just started going off and off. Yeah, she's very fucking lightly, gently taking the piss out of the meltdown she had last time. Fucking acting like that never even happened. Like, well, we're not going to discuss the elephant in the room anyway. We just meant to keep going on, start playing with each other again like none of that happened. The state of everything she was saying last year.
Was she inviting you now as well?
She sent me one party invite, yeah. I mean, what can be achieved, Giant? Yeah, what is going to be achieved? There's no getting through to it. Right, I'm going to invite that crazy slut.
Yeah, back in.
There's nothing to be achieved, though, that I'm never going to get through to her. She's not going to suddenly just be like, alright, yeah, fair enough, actually, you're right. What do you fucking want? Can you stop messaging me on Snapchat, please, you weirdo? I don't fancy you. You leave me alone.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Well, yeah. I mean, who else would I be talking to?
Because I could have swore that you asked for my Snapchat, did you not?
Oh yeah, but you started messaging me first. It's an easier way to talk to you.
How did I start messaging you first?
Because you started texting me first.
You asked for my Snapchat.
No,
right? So
I don't mean on
Snapchat.
Snapchat. I mean on GTA you started texting me first, and then on Xbox you were messaging me. It's just easier for me to text on my phone rather than sitting typing away on Xbox.
Oh right,
How am I
sure, that's why you
creep
wanted it.
for that?
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah. Don't flatter yourself, love. Why would I want it for anything else? You think I want nudes from you? I'd rather burn my eyes on it.
Because you're making out that I'm contacting you on Snapchat, but you're the one that was
No, I didn't. I never said that. I didn't say that. You started texting me first. You initiated everything. I didn't even know who you were. You sent me the first text, you fucking idiot. You were in my game on GTA and you texted me. I didn't even know who you were. I said that. I told you that I didn't know it was you until I went on your profile and saw that it was you in the photo. I didn't know the gamer tag. No, I didn't know it was you. That's what I'm saying. At the beginning, I didn't.
When you asked for my Snapchat, Dempy.
Yeah, because I knew it was you, and I had you on Snapchat before, and it's an easier way to communicate. How does it make no sense?
Because if you didn't want, right? Okay. If you didn't want to have any conversation with me, why would you ask for my Snapchat? That's my point.
I've already said this. You were messaging me. We were talking on Xbox.
I only said hello.
I said this. I literally already said this about 5 minutes ago, that it's easier for me talking to somebody on my phone rather than sitting on using an Xbox controller, typing away like that, talking to you on Xbox messages.
I only said hello.
We were talking on Xbox. You were messaging me. I wanted to add you on Snapchat because it's an easier way to talk rather than on Xbox. I said this ages ago.
I said hello. You messaged me on Xbox first. And
you
then
sent me multiple
texts.
Nah, you text me a bunch of stuff, and then I just replied saying barely anything, and then you keep texting me back.
No,
you were texting me multiple times. Well, it is. I was hardly saying anything. You were the one doing kisses and calling me big man and all this.
I never.
How's it going, big man? And then on Snapchat, the first thing you said to me.
Text someone and go, big man, and be serious. Are you kidding?
Yeah, on Snapchat, the first thing you said to me was, "Alright, you big psychotic horse. How's it going, sexy man?"
No.
And then you're calling me the creep. Why are you calling me sexy man? Why are you calling me sexy man, you creep? Do you think I want anything to do with you mon? Or why are you calling me sexy and big man? Because it's an easier way to communicate.
In what way mental though? I'm confused.
Well, I'm not going to explain absolutely everything. I pretty much did to Harry after you left the party, actually. I'm not fucking gonna sit explaining everything that makes... You're just crazy. Nothing you say makes any sense. The way you react, the way you sit screaming away. You're crazy. You say nothing. You don't have any kind of logic. You just say this random stuff that makes no sense. You just go for these low blows to just try and deal damage because you can't use actual points. That's why you start bringing up my baby and calling me a creep and a simp. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, because
is
you're a really
wrong
nice
with you?
person speaking to a woman the way you're speaking to me.
Yeah, but you started all this though. You
Makes you-
started
no,
all
you
this.
started it when
I
you started
didn't. I
arguing with
asked
me
you
in
a
the last party I was
question,
in.
and then I barely said a word while you're sat crying
my
away,
God.
getting all triggered.
You've been inviting me to parties all day, right? And
What?
to join you on GTA, right?
I haven't
I'm
even
literally-
been on. I
oh my
only
God.
got on at about 9:30 or 10. I've been out
Well,
all
that's a lie, 'cause
fucking
I got-
day. Oh my
I got an invite
days.
at like 5 PM, so that's a lie.
Well, I was hardly on, maybe on for half an hour or something then.
Right, so now your facts are
crazy.
changing, but I'm mental.
I don't recall being
cool.
on really at all. I might have been on briefly, and you said previously that you wanted to play. You literally said that to me today. Where is it?
Yeah, because I had your
Let
notification.
me see where
and I
it
like, yeah, we
was
should get
then.
a game. That's what I've said.
We
yeah.
should get a game soon. Right, so why are you giving me shit for
Yeah.
inviting you then? You said you wanted to play with me, so I invited you.
Yeah, but I didn't have a problem. You're the one with the problem, not me.
No, why are you calling
That's
me
what I don't- that's
No,
what I don't
I'm saying
understand.
about how you're going on at me, inviting you.
And you need to have your other friends in this party to have a conversation with me. Why are you not just joining the
They're
party
not
I
even
invited you to?
saying a word. They're not saying anything.
No,
I'm
but why do
sitting
you need
out.
no, but why do you need an why do
Really
you need
should
an
do
audience?
Because it's funny. Because it's
not
hilarious how
funny.
mental you are. It is.
But
Well, I
what's
find
funny?
it
What's
funny.
funny
Harry
about it?
finds it funny. How mental you are. You're not going to be able to realise that
Are
from
you really
your
that
point of
childish that
view.
you can't have a conversation with someone unless you've got an audience? Is that how childish you are?
What? I was talking to you for ages. I just invited them the minute you started flipping your shit and shouting at me because I asked you a simple question.
I wasn't shouting. It's
You
just that
were.
it's, like,
You were just gradually
literally
getting
the way
more
I
and more
talk.
and more triggered. No, you're just shouting away, getting all
I'm not
mad
triggered
and
by
just
you
being all
because you don't mean anything
toxic.
to me. Why would I be triggered by
Well, why
someone
are
off
you
a
then? Why are you
fucking
here
Xbox?
shouting away at me in a party for half
I'm
an
here
hour
because you've
straight
invited
then?
me.
What? So you didn't need to join? And actually you invited me. After you left, I left it. You invited me back.
Yeah, I invited you to a party so that we didn't have to have an audience having a conversation because I'm not 12.
How am I 12? What? I just
Because you have to have an audience.
I don't have to have them. It's just
hilarious.
hilarious.
But
I
in
just
actual
want.
fact, it's
it's
not
just.
funny having a normal conversation. That's how immature you are. This is exactly my point.
I didn't invite them until you started losing your mind, and then I invited them
But you
so
can
they
have a
can see how
conversation
funny
with
it
me
is.
without having like another amount of people in the party. Did you know that? Like we
Why
can
do I
actually
need?
have our
Well,
own
what if I just want
conversation.
them? Why do I need to have them out?
Because
why,
it's just
why do I
ridiculous the
need
fact
to?
that you have an audience.
Right, so I'm
It's
gonna
nothing to
sit
do
and
with
ask
anybody else
them
apart
all
from
to
me and you.
leave then. Yeah,
No,
but
but
you
they
don't.
weren't
You're
in the
not that
party, you
important
invited
to
them.
me that you deserve my one-on-one attention. I don't give a shit.
But you've been giving me it all day when you've been inviting me.
How
That's my
all
point.
day? What is this all
When
day?
I joined your party, you were
Oh
in
my
by yourself. This
days.
is what I don't understand.
What,
You
about
make no
40
sense to
minutes
me.
ago? Yeah, I was in it by myself. That's what I said.
Yeah, you make no sense.
How do I make no sense?
You
I
can't
literally
even back
just
up what you're
said
saying.
that. I just said that I was on my own, and I only invited them once you started losing your shit.
Okay, well
So
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
on my
argue
own
with
at
you
the
'cause I literally
beginning.
don't care. What?
Why are you going on about it then? You don't care,
It
but
wasn't
why are
me
you
that started an
arguing
argument,
about
you're
it?
just
It
rattling on about
was.
something,
You
'cause
just
you
can't
obviously
get with
content
that
isn't in the
fact. You just
drive.
don't like that. You're just in denial about it. I did nothing. I just asked you a question, and then that was it. You just went off.
I don't know how you have
It's
the
all
energy
on
for this, I really
record.
don't.
It's all on record. I can get it.
Yeah,
I can
I
go
know,
back.
yeah. You
I can
record
go
everything,
back.
Dempy, I know that already.
Well, I'm not recording it. I can go back and get it though. But I mean,
Yeah.
well,
Could you
you're
do
the
that,
one
though?
challenging the reality. That I'm
and then
telling
you'll
you
pick
what
out the bits that like
happened.
make you look good and make me look bad probably and then post it on YouTube. Yeah, I know what you're like. Is there anything else or are you finished?
What a fucking weirdo. That's so strange.
I'm a
I
weirdo
don't
for what now?
care.
Asking you if you're finished or because I know you're going to post something on YouTube that makes you look good because that's basically all you do.
No, just you. Just listen to yourself carry it on. Like, I can't explain it. You just
Carrying
you
on?
just have to hear
In what
yourself
way?
as someone else. You're not gonna get it, are you? You're not gonna suddenly realise how much of a crackhead you are. Obviously, you're not gonna get the joke. That's why I invited them.
Oh, right, okay. So please tell me how I'm a crackhead again.
I literally just said that I can't explain.
You can't
that.
explain
You have
it
to
because
listen to
there's
it.
no reason.
because you have to listen to it from someone else's perspective.
You can't explain it because you have no
Well, I
reason.
just did. I'm trying to. If you would stop interrupting me.
Oh, really?
Why
Right,
are you
okay,
so
let's switch on
mad
for
as
you.
well? There's no. This isn't productive.
I'm not mad.
You're just
I'm
trying to
literally not
fuel
mad.
the argument. You're just going on and on, trying to call me out on all these tiny little things. You're just mad. That's what people do when
No,
they've lost
because
an
you've invited me
argument
to a
and they're mad
party
about
where
it.
you're trying to argue
Yeah, I
with
only
me and
invited
make
you
yourself
because
look
you
good in front of
invited
your
me.
friends. So of course
How
I'm
am I trying to
gonna,
make
like,
myself look
defend
like
myself.
anything?
What else am I meant to
What?
do? Just sit here and take your abuse?
Defend.
Abuse.
Abuse. Has anyone heard any
Yeah,
abuse?
it is abuse.
What abuse
This is
have I
basically all.
said?
This is basically all it is.
What have I said?
You've
that's
literally just
abuse?
invited me to a party to basically call me a fucking weirdo and a crackhead, and that's abuse.
Well,
That's
stop-
verbal abuse.
Stop.
So, what?
I
Do
love
you know
the
what that means? You should maybe
self-righteousness.
Google it and look
Like,
up the definition. You're a fucking wet wipe, mate. You're a fucking absolute wet wipe. Shut the fuck up and play the game then, babe. Do you have any fucking brain cells? Shut the fuck up and play the game then. Why would I be triggered though? I don't understand why I would be triggered.
Oh, fucking no idea.
Is there any like two brain cells in your fucking head that actually communicate with each other? But be triggered? What am I triggered by though? Being a fucking little sick creep that you are. I don't understand what I'm triggered by. Oh, you're fucking boring, mate. You're literally boring as fuck. Like, do you not have a baby by now? Like,
and you calling me a simp and everything, that's fine.
This is what I mean.
Call me a simp and
okay.
everything, and a wee creep for asking me a Snapchat.
Well, you clearly are, because you've been sending me invites all day, and then when your friends
Yeah.
go on, you're like, oh,
Why
I
do
don't
you
fucking
keep
talk to
saying
you, you
that?
crackhead.
Why do you, are you?
Yeah, but
that proves
you're making out like
insane, 'cause
you're
you
making
keep
out like
saying
I've
the same
initiated
thing
everything when I
over and over
haven't.
again,
You're the
like
one that's basically initiated it all. I've not even
No,
done
you've
anything
made
other than be
initiative.
nice to
Well,
you and
you
say,
have. I mean,
oh
it's
yeah,
all
I was like,
recorded.
hey, how you
I
doing?
asked
We
you a
should get a game
question.
sometime. That's literally all I've said to
Yeah,
you.
I asked you a question. Is about all I did. You're just
But-
insane. I would recommend honestly getting help.
But why
I asked
would
you
you?
a question.
Like, okay,
you need
so
to
here's a
stop.
question for
Yeah, you need to
right?
stop.
Why
You're
would you
driving
invite-
yourself into
You're
the
just going
ground.
to talk over the top.
You're
of me.
not
This is
gonna
what I mean. There's
achieve
literally no
anything.
talking to you whatsoever.
Well, that's what you've been doing to me the whole time. Seems fair.
No, I'm talking and you just talk over the top of me.
Yeah,
so I
and
can't
you've been
even
doing
speak
that
'cause
to
you
me
just
the
constantly
whole
keep
time.
talking
Oh,
'cause
you don't
the
like
sound
it,
of your
do
own
you?
voice. I bet you
And every
actually stand
time
in
I'm
your
trying to
house, like, in the
explain
bathroom mirror and
something.
talk to your fucking self.
And every
Honestly.
time I'm trying to explain something, you keep butting in and interrupting me.
But I can't even get
So
a word in edgeways, mate,
crazy.
because you just keep talking.
You've been
Honestly.
saying so much.
You literally
Oh,
just
well.
like the sound of your own voice. Alright, cool. Yeah, sure.
You just have this little of a life. If you've got nothing else to be doing, are you this mad at me? Why are you so triggered
Well,
about me?
I could apply the
Why?
same to you,
Like,
because
what
you've
have
just
I...
invited me back to the party, so
Yeah, because you invited me. Why do we have to keep going round in these same little circles? We've said that exact
You're just going to talk over the
thing.
top of me anyway. Makes no fucking sense.
I just love how mad you are. This is so funny.
I'm not mad, though.
You're
This is the thing.
mad.
You think I'm
Anyone
mad,
listening
I'm
to
not mad.
this would hear that you're raging off your nut.
I'm
It's
not mad.
obvious to anyone. Well, you can't
But how am
just
I
say
raging off?
that.
If I was raging off,
Listen
I'd be literally
to
slagging
you.
you off and calling you names. You're
It's
the
not
one calling
about
me
what
names,
you're
I'm not calling you
saying, it's
names.
how you're acting and the tone of your voice.
How I'm acting and what way.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm not gonna sit and explain everything. Like, we don't have all night. How am I meant to
Oh.
explain it all? Some things can't exactly be
Do
explained.
your mates actually think
You just
you're
need to
funny
listen
just
to
by
this.
basically arguing with someone? Is that what you find
It's-
entertaining?
It's
This
you
is
that's
actually what you
funny.
think
No,
entertaining.
you're the funny one.
I
How am I
honestly
trying
get
to
it.
say
I
that
really
I'm
don't.
funny? What? You're the one that's funny. You're going mental.
Yeah.
Losing
okay.
your fucking
Are you
mind.
finished? Are you quite finished?
What? You're the one
Are
talking
you
the whole time.
are you finished? Do you understand?
You need help, honestly. You're crazy. You
What,
are,
for asking
you
if
are
you're
insane.
finished?
No, for everything. Oh my god.
You're just keeping it going. You're just literally keeping it going. I'm asking if you're finished.
Says
so I
you.
can leave, and
You're the
just
one
keep it
that
going.
started it all. Oh my days. I
Okay,
ask a
then,
simple
take
little
care, mate.
question
Take
and
care.
she goes and loses her shit about it.
Oh,
Oh
she
my
goes.
days. She is
Please tell you.
She's not mad, she
crazy.
says. She's not
What
mad.
the fuck?
She is
How
so
much
mental.
shit?
What?
You're there hurting me abuse and then she's
I
there
know,
calling you
what
a simp and,
abuse
like,
have I
freak
said?
shit. What the
Fuck
hell?
off.
Like,
Just mad.
Yeah, she were an idiot.
No kind of logic or like.
Yeah, she was just waffling.
I mean, there's nothing even like what. There's nothing even happened. There was like nothing that we were even arguing about. Literally nothing even happened. We only started talking like the other night, which she started. She texted me like asking me how I am and calling me big man and stuff and doing kisses and stuff. And I just replied with just like the most blunt one-word answers or something.
she's the one that came and found you out at the game the other night.
Oh yeah.
She
Yeah,
came
you were
over,
there.
didn't
Yeah.
she?
Yeah, she was in the game. Yeah, I didn't know it was her. Yeah,
So
no,
she
she
kind
just
of tried to catfish you on GTA.
kind of, yeah.
Uh,
Flip crap pot.
I'm sure off her head. Not sure.
I liked how she was like, "You're keeping this going," but there's like a leave party button.
Yeah.
I know, and she's the one that was keeping it going. I wasn't even bringing
Exactly.
up.
You
I-
left
I-
it when she left and then she
I
reinvited
didn't even bring up any new stuff. Like, it's not like I kept bringing up all these different topics and we'd be arguing about something and then I'd change the subject and start arguing about something else. That is keeping it going. I wasn't doing that at all. She was the one doing that. She kept bringing up different stuff. Like, she was just sending me photos on Snapchat earlier with her arse. Just sending photos of her arse pretty much. She's wearing bloody leggings and her arse fucking sticking out. And she's been pulled up really high so you can see her arse crack and everything.
Put that on your next video.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and